Okay, we're going to start with the aorta. And I'm going to start with the one coming out of the center, which is the left common carotid artery.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go up to the brain, and it's going to turn into the internal carotid artery and the external carotid artery. Then I'm going to come back down to the brachiocephalic, which is going to come up, and it turns into, we can't see it, but it will turn into the right common carotid and the right subclavian. And then the left artery coming out of the aorta is the left subclavian, and that's going to follow this path. When it gets to the shoulder, right here, on both sides, it turns into the axillary artery. Then as it comes down into the arm, it's going to turn into the brachial artery. And that's the same true for both sides. And we're going to switch over here because we want to see the ulnar artery and then the radial artery. Okay, coming back up to the aorta. The aortic arch signifies we're going to go down to the descending side, coming through the back of the thoracic area into this area right here is the descending thoracic aorta. When you get down here to about the 68 mark right here, that's going to be, we call that the descending abdominal aorta.
Mm-hmm.
And from the descending abdominal aorta, we have the renal artery here and on the other side. Right here at the split, we have the common iliac artery on both sides. Coming from that, we have the internal iliac artery and the external. The external iliac artery is going to run down and through a couple branches, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get down to here, which is the internal...
Deep femoral.
Sorry, she's correct. Deep femoral artery. Okay. And then the only other one we have is to know is this one right here that's running down the front of the tibia, and that is actually just the anterior tibial artery. So while we're down at the foot, I guess, we're going to start down here. At the very bottom, these little scraggly things are capillaries, just really big capillaries apparently. These are the dorsal venous arch. Think the arch of your foot. Okay, coming down coming up because it's a vein. Up the back of the leg is the great saphenous vein. And we're going to skip ahead up to right here. Where we had the common iliac artery, we're going to have the common iliac veins right here on the inside. Same up here, where we had the renal arteries, we're going to have the two renal veins. And the part coming up is going to be the inferior vena cava, and that's going to come up to the heart right about here. Okay, for the arms, we're going to have to know switch over to this side, the ulnar vein, and then the one that comes across and meets the brachial is the radial vein, and they meet right here and become the brachial vein. That's going to come up and travel, and here is the subclavian vein, and that's going to come down here and turn into the superior vena cava, and that is all we need to know, and that's that.